I locked in the exposure. All right. Hey, welcome back, folks. And I hope that you were out, not necessarily out because you can just sit at home and edit pictures. So I hope that everybody gave it a try and so forth. So before I get started today, what I'm going to do is ask you, what are some things that you know you want me to review? Because next week, I have it kind of loose, I don't have a lot of stuff. I wanted to be able to cover some things that you need some more input on. So, is there anything that's been troubling you that I'm gonna make a list and make sure that I cover next week?
You haven't covered it yet, but I'm curious if we're gonna be able to learn how to edit video, even just a little bit, to delete portion, like
Possibly.
towards the end of a video that.
Yeah, okay, edit video.
Nothing major.
Nothing major, just crop in the ends.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
yes,
then,
B.
I'd like to know how to use the colors, the markers, the writing.
The markup tools.
I know where they are, but I don't
Yeah,
know
okay,
how to
markup,
use them.
and that's, I have on the list to repeat.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Markup tools. Okay, yes.
I thought last week's class was really intense, so if you
Yeah.
could just do a quick review of.
Okay, and which parts?
Oy.
Oh, yeah. If you think of them, let me know that were the most intense.
do you have a handout?
And then I'm just gonna put class 3 down here. Okay, yes.
How do you get a good signature?
On a little phone, right?
Well,
And maybe this with a stylus,
well,
that might help.
I tried that, and the stylus,
Well, maybe try turning it sideways, because then,
yeah,
and then you get a little
It's
more
longer.
room,
right,
and then, okay, signature.
And you can't do that on iPhoto.
On what?
On your computer, on the tools, I couldn't find it.
Okay. I will tell you a secret. You have Macs computers, okay? When you open a picture or a PDF file, they open in an app called Preview. I'm gonna just say Preview.
Okay.
Preview has all those markup tools.
Oh,
Okay, so you can draw, sign, put boxes on, and they're there under the same little symbol that's a circle with like a pen on it.
right,
Okay, so when you open a JPEG or a PDF file, which
Okay.
is when often you want to sign something,
right.
those come up preview.
Okay.
I'm gonna
It's not for
preview.
pictures, right.
Well, JPEGs, yeah, you open,
Oh,
if you double click on a picture in Photos on your computer,
mhm,
see, I just undid this, but, it will open in preview and they're all there.
okay,
Okay.
thank you.
On a Mac, preview on a Mac. Okay. Anything else? If you think of it, here's my pen, pencil, and I'll write it down. We'll make sure we get it. Okay, today, we're going to organize our photos. All right? And how many of you have stood there, you have a photo, you want to show it to somebody, and you open the Photos app, and you go to recents because you know they're all there, right? They're all there, all 22,000 of mine. And I open that, and then what do I have to do? I have to scroll
Right,
through them to find things. Okay, and that's no fun, and it's no fun for the person you're trying to show it to, either, okay? So, we're going to look at several ways you can find pictures and then ways that you can put them together so that the ones you like are together in an album, okay? So, let's start with the library, and I'm gonna start right down here with the library. It's at the bottom left-hand corner, and I'm going to tap library. Now, what you see across the bottom are, it's on all photos right now, okay? That's not what I want to look for. If you can narrow down what you want to find by year, month, or day, that makes it a little easier to find it. So I'm going to see where it says year, month, and day. I'm going to go over to year. And now it puts the pictures that I took in 2022 all together, 2021, 2020, okay, all the way back, let's see, I have a few, I'm not sure what it is in 06, it must be something I brought in from something else. 08, I was in South Georgia and Antarctica. So if I tap on the year, it moves over to the month. Okay, so it starts narrowing it down. Let's go to a different, this year might have been interesting. I think I have, who knows what I have on this month. In 2009, oh, not much. Okay, let's try another year.
Can I ask a question, Grace?
Yes.
So, I have been photographing pictures on my iPhone,
Uh-huh.
and I've done it in a year, except the photograph was 5 years old. Can you?
Yes. Yes, okay.
with that?
Yes. For example, here's one I just hit.
Right.
Okay? I photographed old pictures for somebody. Okay? If I'm going to go to the months, that was this last year, and I did it, I should be able to come up with those, I did it in the summer. Okay, July. May. Where do I find those ones I just had?
No, because that was the perfect one then.
Yeah, it was a perfect example. Here we go. So I'm going to tap on that. And then, whoops, where are they?
You're back in albums.
Yeah, I am back now, okay. Okay, I'm going to tap on this picture. Oh, see where it's down to the day? And then I can go over to all photos that I took on that day. So I'm going to go to all. And
What did you do to get to all?
what did I do to get to all? Okay, I'm going to back out, totally back out to the day. And this was the day, February 1st, I was working with her, this lady, to take pictures of her old photos. So let me just take a look at that one picture. Now, let me just look. Okay, you can't see it, but I touched on the picture and pulled up. So if you will just go to any picture on your phone right now, just any picture, doesn't matter what it is, just open any picture.
Yeah.
Okay? Tap on it and pull up.
What do you mean
Tap.
pull up?
Just
Huh? Just tap on it and pull up.
with your finger.
Okay, with your finger. And you should get some stuff that comes up down below.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
One of the things says what the date was and the image number,
It's not.
and it says adjust. Okay?
Yep.
And if you tap adjust,
Great.
it allows you to put in a date.
Ooh.
Ah.
Does that make sense?
Right.
Okay, so you can change the date on a picture that you took. I'm going to get out of that, but let me go through that again. Okay, here's the picture, and I'm really sorry, it just doesn't show that kind of stuff. But I just touched the picture and pulled up. Can you see what I just did? There's back again. I just touched it and pulled it up. Then it gives me a lot of information about that picture, including the date it was taken. But right next to that date, it says adjust. When I tap adjust, it comes up with a calendar.
Hmm.
And Grace, when you say the date it was taken, you're talking about the date it was loaded into the phone.
The date I took I took the copy. So if she wanted to put the date that she thinks it was taken, then she could put it, because you can go back and forth for months and so forth.
So it's not the date that photo was taken.
No, but she might want to put the date it was taken. Not likely she would know necessarily, however.
Someone's
So I'm just going to
engaging.
cancel.
So, when you're in this,
Right.
how do you get out of this?
Just pull it back down again.
I'll pull it down.
Just pull the picture back down again.
Now, in mine, I tapped I and get this information.
Okay, okay. Perfect. Second way to get to it. Tap the I for information.
Oh,
Okay, so let's look at this again. Here's the picture, and I'm going to tap the little I down at the bottom for information. Pulled up the same information. Okay, 2 ways to get to it.
And if you tap the I again, it goes away.
Go away, or if you just pull the picture down.
Yeah.
It goes away. All right. I didn't have that on my lesson. But that's a cool thing to be able to do, is adjust the date if you need to on a picture. All right. And I was re-photographing, and this is something you might want to think about, because you all have old family photos sitting around, probably in a box from when you moved here.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. And so if you had some occasion where you wanted to go through and find some of those pictures and put them together, say in a slideshow or a book or something, you can re-photograph them with your phone. And they are very good quality photos that you can use and share. Yes.
Grace, is there any way the camera knows which are the old photos?
No.
So you just have to go through hundreds of photos to pick out the old ones that you photographed?
Well, here it was a matter of hopefully knowing what year I re-photographed them, knowing what month, and that was how I got to it. Was I came to it, I knew it was this year, so I went through and found a month where they showed up.
Except if you randomly, like relative A sent this, and you have a scattered, there's
Right.
no way to do a search for old photos or.
But you can heart them and then put them in a separate folder.
Okay,
But you've
so-
gotta go through hundreds to
Or,
find them.
yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
or as they come in. We're going to make an album now, okay? So we're going to do, have you make an album where as those photos come to you randomly, you can put a heart on them. That's one way. Okay, so I'm going to go to days. I'm going to go to all photos. And like I say, my stuff is in here randomly, so that's not, let's see, note the date range. Okay, so here's another thing that's up at the top. This says from January 18th to February 1st. So that helps narrow down where I am. If I pull it down further, it's going back to December. So you can always see up there, remember, we're in the library still. So these were done at Christmas time last year, because I have a date range up there, December 25th to 31st and so forth. So that's just one way to find your pictures, but it isn't the way to organize them, because they're still just in there all in one place. So we're going to learn how to create an album and then put pictures in that album. So I'm going to go out to albums right now, and I want to go all the way up to albums, and I'm going to go back out to my recent, just so that I'm there. You can see that one of them down here is favorites, okay? The favorites have a heart on them, which means at some point in time, you marked that. So, and let me just tap it. All of these have hearts on them. So if you're wanting to collect pictures and you go through a bunch, you say, oh yeah, this is one, I'm gonna put a heart on it, go through. They at least will all show up here on your favorites. I did that when I was going to create a book. That's my grandmother.
And when you go to the picture, the heart goes away.
No,
I mean,
well, the
when-
heart, okay, the heart is down here and it's blue,
Right.
okay? If I want to unheart that, I just tap the blue heart, and it won't show up now in my favorites.
But if you go to print this photo, it doesn't have the heart on
Oh, no,
Okay.
that's just,
it. It's
you
just
know,
a reminder.
it's just a reminder.
Gotcha.
It's just a mark. No, it doesn't print it on it at all. Okay, so,
I like this feature.
albums. Back to albums, back to all the way out. My photo stream is something I'm not going to cover in this class. But what that one is if you've set that up on your phone and on your computer, then when you take a picture, it goes to your other devices. And it will hold up to 1,000 pictures, and then it keeps bumping them off the back end. And so it's not a permanent place to hold them, so I'm not gonna go through that. I'm not, let's see which direction I'm going here. We talked about favorites and putting a heart on them. And then there's a shared album, and I don't do it. I'm not sure how that got there. There are about 4 pictures in there is all. If you're in a family group and you're wanting to set it up so that you're sharing pictures with each other, that's outside this class, but you can do that. Okay, so the next thing, as I scroll down, I'm still out in albums, and I'm scrolling down. So I came to favorites, I came to shared albums, and I want you all to be doing this, okay? You come down to people and places, and you can identify people, and it's amazing. So I'm just going to tap on people and places and I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to set one up right now. Here is Karen. Right? You're in that picture? Okay. I'm going to add a name, and this is going to be Karen. I'm just going to say E because I have several Karen friends. Okay. Karen Eichenberg. There we go. confirm that that picture was her, and then it says all photos
Huh.
are of Karen. Well, that's only one photo. Now, I want to, there's Karen, and as I go around, here are a bunch more pictures of Karen, and show more, and there are more
Wow.
pictures of Karen, okay? We've lived close to one another for, what, 16 years? Something like that? Okay, so you can add people, and if I back out of this,
Yeah,
now at the top, we're going to see, somewhere should be Karen.
Where do you add?
I'm sorry,
Um,
I missed how you even got to people. Could you
You
just
know,
say that one more?
And you know, yeah, it's not an important one, but it's right under recent, favorites, and people and places. Let me, it's one you can play with, because I haven't mastered it. So I just kind of want you to know that it's there, you can, it will go through all your pictures
Oh,
and
this would be-
think that it finds all the people with-
Yeah.
that are the same.
Okay.
And as they age, will they
They, as they age, yeah, it does kind of pick.
from baby time to?
Well, you haven't had your iPhone photos for that, no. Okay. Places, though, I want you to know about. I'm going to tap places,
Okay.
and places knows if a caveat. If you have turned on location services, which means your photos are being tagged with longitude, latitude, and so forth, it will know where you took them. So,
Huh.
here I've had, some Alaska and so forth, the Portland area, 9,000 pictures, Arizona, 4,000. But if I squeeze this in, it's gonna give me the whole world. If I wanna go back out to, let's see, Ireland there's Ireland. Okay. And if I tap on that picture, it gives me pictures from that area. I'm gonna go back. I can keep opening this up, and you see that there are more locations in Ireland, since we were just there a couple of years ago. But if you keep squeezing them in, it'll give you the whole world. And you can narrow it down. So that's one way you can fairly quickly find some pictures, if you were traveling, about where they were located. Because we obviously had a place in Arizona, so right down there, obviously 4,000 some pictures in Arizona, okay, Green Valley. So that's it for people and places. I just wanted you to know there's the map, and it will, it says a map or a grid. I don't want to show them a grid. Doesn't sound reasonable, but I can look at it. No, I don't want to do it that way. I like the map. Okay. All right, back to albums. The next part are media types. Now, if you've taken a video, your phone knows it's a video, and it puts it in an album called videos. If it's a selfie, it knows that, and it puts them in as selfies. Live, portrait, long exposure, so forth. If you don't have all of these, it just means you haven't done one of them yet, okay? It won't show you portraits if you haven't done any portraits. Or if you haven't done a slow motion, just won't be there. But as soon as you do one, then it will put it in that album. So that's another way to find things, and I can find videos. Let's see. Yeah, you guys were probably at the, okay, I have to turn on the
That's
music,
great.
huh? Okay. Get out of that. But, so, it will, let me get back to my albums. And it goes down to the newer phones will shoot RAW, and that's beyond the scope of most of you, even me. Animated pictures are ones that were created from a live photo. So remember when you were taking pictures and you accidentally had live turned on and you look at it and it wiggles?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it puts those wiggly pictures under animated if you do something with them. So let me show you a live photo. Let's do,
Oh, yeah, okay.
okay, so those are the tulips. Let's see what else. Let's see.
That's cool.
Okay, so let me look at this picture. And let me look at it. It goes to AirPlay, so it's not letting me do anything with that picture. Okay, never mind that. We'll go at it a different way. Screenshots. Now, did I cover screenshots last week?
No.
No. Would you like to know how
Yeah.
to take a screenshot?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I think everybody would, okay? So let's just pause right here and do something on your phone that you would like to have a copy of. Just, it could be your home screen, it could be a Google search, it could be some photos. I don't care what you open up your phone to right now. I just want you to have something open. Okay, got it?
Okay.
Now, the the power button is on the right-hand side, right?
Yeah.
Power button's on the right. And on the left-hand side, you get volume up and volume down buttons. Are you with me? Okay. The top one is the volume up button. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to squeeze two buttons at the same time. We're going to squeeze the power button and the volume up button. So if you can put your fingers on power,
No.
and the volume up, and then just squeeze and let go.
Oh,
Right.
Okay, did you see this little thing right here?
Right.
That's a screenshot. Right there. And then it goes away. Okay,
okay, all right,
okay? You got, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
there.
that's all right. Did you find them?
I'd like their help.
Yeah, okay.
There, okay.
Now, I'm gonna go back to, oh,
On the older
never
phone,
mind.
Grace.
Screenshots.
Grace, on the older phone, it's this.
Oh, if it's got a home button. Okay, all right, so how many of you have home buttons, home buttons? So it's the power and home button together. Yeah, all right, so here is my album. There's the screenshot I just took, right there.
Oh, 3 times.
Okay, right there, it's the last
I
one.
guess I did.
That's a screenshot, because there's my other pictures that I did screenshots on.
Yeah, well, I think once.
Okay.
you see that my
Now,
finger's on it.
When would having a screenshot be helpful?
Yeah, well, I thought it was too, 'cause it's a
Read an article and you.
You read an article and you want to go back to it. You find something that you're doing a research on and you want to go back to it. So obviously I have 137 screen. Oh, see now, this is my screenshot, not my active page. So I've got to get out of this. I've got to get out of this and go back to
Another one, yeah, okay.
out of my screenshots.
I'm just
Let's go.
frustrated with just.
Back to photos.
It is.
Come back to photos. There we go, back there.
Just play with it.
Okay, I think I'm back. Let's go to library, albums. Okay, there we go. Now I'm back to my real one.
How do you delete screenshots?
Same way we would delete anything else. You select it in the trash. Yeah, just select it and put it in the trash.
From a photograph.
Okay?
Thank you.
Now, anything else on screenshots?
If you hold those two buttons, you get emergency, right?
You may, so don't, did you? No.
No.
I've done that, yeah.
Have you? Okay, yeah, it's a quick squeeze, yeah, okay?
Are you saying if you hold it down longer, you?
If you hold the power, if you pump the power button
You don't push this one.
about 4 times, it will call 911.
Oh.
Oh, that's the one on the right.
This one first and then this one.
If you go pump, I did it accidentally because I thought I was doing volume up, but my phone was the other way around and I was pumping the power button. It did call 911
And then you can just.
and I couldn't get it shut off and they called me back.
That
Yeah.
was
So,
not bad.
yeah. All right. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down a little further because there's some other important things here.
Okay, this is just a picture.
Utilities.
You're not on the screen. So hold it. So you don't
Okay.
delete it 'cause you're not-
Import, if you import from someplace else, it's gonna put them there. Hidden, yes, you can hide pictures. That means up in your albums and in your recents and so forth, they won't show. Okay? So if I tap, I have 4 pictures that I decided I didn't want showing, this is an example. And you can also unhide them. So it's not necessarily hidden forever, but you can tap on it and go under share, and you can't see this. But right here is one that says unhide,
Oh,
okay?
I don't have that on.
Well,
like sign
if
share.
you tap on if you hide a picture and then you tap on it and go to the share button, like here's the picture I hid, I share and I have to scroll up until I get to unhide. It's something you can play with, okay? Just play with it. I'm just giving you the deal that it's there, okay? And are all of you awake? Are- Okay, Cindy, I'm not, okay. This is the most important thing you're going to need to know.
yeah.
Recently deleted, all right?
Yeah.
You hit the trash can on a picture and it goes away, you think. Where it actually goes is into this album called Recently Deleted. And it stays there for 29 days.
That's good to know.
So I'm going to hit Recently Deleted. I have no idea what I have here, but I have one of Nancy that I promised to delete. And I think it's a really cool picture.
It is.
Oh, can I show it?
Sure. Is that you?
Okay. I think that's a really cool picture. Okay, but I promised her I'd delete it, so it's here and recently
Might as well just
deleted.
leave
I can now, if I tap on that picture, I can, and you can't see it, but I can either delete it, which means then it's gone, or I can recover it. So if you deleted something accidentally, and you decided, no, I really didn't want that to be gone, then you can recover it. I'm gonna do that. And it says recover photo, and I'm gonna tap that. And that's back in my, wherever it was I took it, okay? So, that is an important one to know about. And I'm gonna look at those again, because you see, it tells me how many more days they're gonna be there.
Yeah, I see, it's got a countdown.
Countdown, right,
That's
exactly.
amazing.
Uh-huh. But if you're trying to delete pictures to get to free up some memory, because you're running out of memory, it's not gonna free it up unless you go in and delete them a second time inside that album. Okay. Recently deleted. Now, here's where we get to do your own album. Your own album. So let's go out to your, okay, go out to albums and recent, okay, here's my recent. Go someplace on your phone in photos where you have maybe one or two or a whole bunch of pictures that you would like to collect into an album so you can go back. And right now, all you need to do is just start out with one or two pictures to set up the album. Now, I want all of you doing that.
Do we go into library to do this?
You can go to library. Yes, you can go to library. You're going to, at the top, select something. Okay?
You select just one picture, just.
You can select one, or you can select a group, but it doesn't have to be the whole set.
I don't know how to select a group.
Okay, well, okay, there's, see the word select at the top?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna tap select.
okay.
I'm going to just tap on a picture. Do you see this circle, blue circle with a check mark?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay. Or I can drag my finger all the way across them,
All right, lovely.
and they will all get selected.
Yeah.
Okay?
I think I got this. Thanks. I just,
So, I just want you to have something that you would want to form an album
slides.
of, so you want to go back. This happens to be Christmas last year for me. And I'm gonna add some more to it when we get done.
So how do you select multiple?
Just slide your finger across it. Just slide.
And you can deselect it.
You can tap individual pictures,
Or you can tap it.
or
Or can I just do something else?
if you slide left to right, it marks them. If you slide right to left, it unmarks them.
Well, do it with your finger.
Okay? Everybody have something selected.
Right.
That's what I want you to have, something selected. It can be just one picture that you want to have in a group eventually. Okay?
Tap on albums or just.
Now, down at the bottom
Pick the pictures you want.
Oh, a friend.
is the share button. Next is share.
Pick a couple pictures.
And
Hit this button down here.
we get some things to do. And one of them is add to album. You see that? Right here, add to album. Now, we haven't created an album yet, it knows that, okay? So I'm gonna say add to album, and
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
I want a new album.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to tap new album,
Okay,
and I'm gonna give it a name.
okay.
So this is, WINTERROW, Winter
I
Road,
want to put this in
Christmas.
old
You have
photos.
a picture of you and I.
And overflow, okay.
This is
20,
old photos,
One.
and how do I get these into that?
okay.
Okay, tap old photos.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
You have a new album, you've given it a name,
This This is old photos.
and you're going to save it.
Save it.
Let's cancel that.
And all those pictures just went whoosh into that new album.
Right.
Favorites into old photos.
Now let's go back out to your albums and see where that is.
And
Just
you're going to
hit
say
albums
hold,
and albums,
and hit this button down here.
and there we go. Mine says Winter Road Christmas. Now,
Mine just says Christmas.
I didn't get all the pictures I wanted to put in there. I want to add to it.
Thank
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go back out to my recents and see if I can find, okay, I don't want favorites. My recents. And I want to go to, let's go to the library actually, because I want, last year, oh, here we are, I'm right here close. Winter Road Christmas, so I'm going to select, hit select, and I'm going to hit the ones I didn't add. I think those, and I think these.
Thank you.
Okay? Do you have some more selected to put in that album?
Okay.
Yes? No? Okay,
Sure.
now,
Are you trying to add which one album?
hit the select button again, the share button, and scroll up. Again, add to album. But you're gonna get something different this time. Add to album.
Tell it which
Now,
album.
here's the album I just created,
That's the
okay?
one you wanna send it to.
I just created that album. I'm going to tap on it and watch what happens. Okay, are you watching? I'm gonna tap on it.
Okay, not all of them.
They went whoosh, and they went into that album
Okay, then
too.
maybe you didn't select. So let's go back.
So now, if I go to albums
Those pictures right there.
and I look at that album, it has most of the pictures from Christmas. I will have to go back and check to see if I need to add any more.
Does it remove them from the general?
No, yeah, it's, they're still right where they were.
In the library?
Yeah,
Okay.
in the library, right. And you can put pictures in any number of albums, it doesn't matter, they still only appear, they're only on your phone once. But you can put them in a Christmas album, you can put them in a, Portland album, you can put them in a
I was just adding.
album for whatever. You can have them all kinds of places. They only appear once in the library, however. And we just did that. I added more pictures. Okay. Questions on that?
So if I open an album and I wanna just quickly select all the pictures, do I need to go,
Yeah,
is there any quick way to do them all?
no.
Yeah, I deleted.
Select. If I hit select just now, there was a button called select all,
Oh, okay, so, ooh,
okay?
good.
They're on.
Okay, I'm gonna cancel it, but, because I've done it already, but, questions on making your own album? And-
How do you get rid of the album if you don't wanna keep it?
I don't know.
You just delete it.
Don't turn it on.
You can delete pictures out of the album.
Right,
Let's, for example, let me go to that album, and I'm going to select, and it looks like
I get
I've
that
got
part.
some duplicates here, so I'll just say that one. And if I trash the picture, it's gonna ask me, do I want to remove it from the album
Right,
or delete it?
Ah,
So you can remove a picture from the album without deleting it,
okay.
okay? I'm going to cancel, because I'm not sure which
If
one
you
that
hold,
was.
if you hold your finger on it, it'll come up, copy, share, unfavorite, show in all folders, or delete.
If you hold it,
But,
okay,
you
I'm
know,
gonna cancel here. If you hold your finger on,
I only have one picture in this album, so I don't know if that deletes the whole album
okay,
or not.
so I'm gonna hold it down. Oh, cool, okay. I put my finger on one of the pictures in the album. Copy, share, favorites, show in all photos. Make the key photo is kind of interesting because when you show the album, it will be the photo that shows, okay?
Oh,
Remove from album and delete from library. Okay, I'm gonna, so on this album, Annie and Brian are they're the key ones. That's what shows. But let me go to and press and hold that picture. And I want to make that one the key photo.
Okay.
Now when I go out, that one's the first photo that shows.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of cool.
That's neat.
That's my goddaughter,
All right.
Doctor.
Grace, if you hold your finger on the first picture of
I
the
miss that.
album,
Yeah,
The key photo.
Okay.
what pops up on mine is add photos, play video, rename album, or delete album.
Oh, okay, we've got to delete, okay, so let me, if you press on the album itself,
Yes,
like right here,
yes.
Oh, is it?
tap
Okay,
and
so
press.
Hold your finger on it.
I didn't get
There
anything,
it is.
Okay,
okay,
so I didn't get to hold it. Thank you.
didn't get anything. Tap, hold, and press, I'm not getting anything.
Well, you did on mine.
Well, okay, you know, here's the deal. Apple has made changes in the operating system. Some of you have the new 16 operating system. Some of you are still back in 15. And we're discovering, we think, some changes are causing some issues between what I'm trying to tell you and the new operating system. And I'm not gonna update to 16 until these classes are over. But that could be the reason why some of these things are functioning a little differently. Okay. Yes. Anybody? Okay. Yes, yes.
Is there any way, as we're going back through our photos and have put some of them in an album, is there any indication when you go back to the whole library that you've already put something in an album?
No.
You just
that
have
I'm
to
aware of.
double check it,
Yeah,
okay.
not that I'm aware of.
Grace,
Yes.
I'm gonna share a little quick something on updates, because many of the people in our age group use hearing aids.
Yes.
When they come out with a new update that's a full number, not a .1 or whatever,
Right?
they go to 157 to 158 as an example, do not update that. Wait for 30 days, because your
Okay.
hearing aid company gets the first shot at that, and if it interferes with your hearing aids, they will update it during that 30-day period.
Good observation, probably for anything even not hearing aids.
Yes,
To delay on updating, your operating system
yes,
for a little while. Because they worked the bugs out, it was 15.7 and then it was 15.7.2 and then it was, and they keep, but they also, each one of those has incremental security software pieces. So you don't want to get very far behind because they have security things in them. But interesting on the hearing aid thing. And that's the whole numbers, from 15 to 16.
that's correct.
Yeah, okay. And we just changed from 15 something to 16 something on your phones. And I'm sorry, that's probably above the pay grade of this class, but anyway. All right. Question.
Is there any way that the work we're doing on our phone translates into the photographs on our computer? as far as
Okay.
making albums and things?
Well, it depends on what computer you have.
Of course.
If you have a Macintosh, absolutely. The photos on your Mac works exactly the same way as far as making albums.
Okay, thank you.
PCs, I would suggest, I do not know.
No.
I am not a PC
No,
person,
they
and
don't.
no, they don't,
They don't.
they don't. And Judy is an expert PC person, and
You have to use a cord from your phone to your computer. So your charging phone, your charging cord, you can plug in the two, and import your photos over to the computer.
and it goes someplace on a PC, but,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. I'm sorry, I can't help you anymore, but I can help you with Apple computers. Okay. Let me ask, oh yeah, question.
Well, my phone was so smart that when I took this last vacation, it made these little videos with music and I never asked it to. So
Yes,
it's,
I've got that.
they're little, they're called memories and they sit in the for you section of,
Right, and that's next week's lesson.
oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, okay, those memories, and how you can adjust them, change the music, that kind of thing.
All right, thank
Okay,
you.
yes, indeed, you have discovered that for you part, which is Apple just kind of pulls together stuff it thinks that might go together and puts some music to it and says,
Some of
oh,
them are nice.
they are. Okay, how many of, let me just ask it with a negative. Is there anyone in here who does not get and use email on your phone? No email. Okay, you can just not listen to this part, I guess, okay? Because one of the ways that most of us share photos is using email. So what I'm going to do is talk about, and I'm now over on to page 4, okay, about halfway down. There are several ways to send pictures in emails. Okay, and if you want to at some point in time.
I actually do that, I send photos email, but. I
Oh,
don't
okay,
get
okay, good.
photos.
Okay, you're on. Let me see what I was going to do. So, one way is to start with a photo in Photos. Okay, there are 2 ways. You can start with the email, or you can start with a photo. So I'm going to start with a photo first, and I'm going to select this fun photo. Sorry to pick on you, Karen.
Oh, it's you.
Okay,
Okay.
and I'm going to send Karen an email that includes this photo. So I'm in my photos.
Yep.
Let me just back out so you know that I'm in my photos. And I've tapped once. Now, down at the bottom is your share button, which you can't see here, but I'm going to tap on the share button. And you still can't see. But down here, it gives me ways that I can share, and one of them is email. Okay? So I'm going to tap the email. And it's still not showing it to you. But I'm going to put her email address in and a subject. All right, so I'm going to put, goes to EIK Karen, and the subject is Halloween. HALOWEEN. That's it, okay. And I'm just going, and then, as with most of them, there's the picture, and it's in an email message, and I'm going to send it. And here is where you get that nice little, and this is over on page 5, where it asks you, do you want it to be small, medium, large, or actual size? Okay? Now, we went over this before, but let me just review it again. It depends on the end user. How are they gonna wanna use this picture? And Karen is maybe gonna wanna trash it when I send it. No, you're not. You're gonna send it on, aren't you? Small, medium, if you're gonna look at it on a phone, maybe even an iPad. Large if you wanna look at it on a TV. Actual size if you want to go print it. You can tell, okay, this picture goes in sizes from 47 kilobytes, that's not very big, down to 2.8 megabytes. Okay, that's a fairly large file. And if you want to do something really nice with it, you would want the larger size file. So I'm just going to tap small. Okay, now, if you want to send me something, feel free to do that as a test. Do you want to test something, or do you want to go on? Go on. Okay, you've done that. Now let me go back to, I'm out of photos, and I'm going to my mail program.
Before you leave that, Grace.
Yes.
If you wanted to print that photo, what's the smallest size they should send?
To actual size.
Large or actual size. If you wanted to print it, I would say actual size. Always. Yeah. Because if you don't send it actual size, the person doesn't have any options as far as how big they make it. And yeah, if you wanted to print it above 4 by 6, definitely actual size. Okay, now I'm going to my mail program. And I'm going to open it. There's the Halloween one. Because my phone is set to BCC me, everything I send in email comes back to me. So that's what Karen would have gotten right there. All right, now I'm going to go to a new message. Down at the bottom is a new message. I'm going to write a new message. I'm going to pick on Karen again, and I'm going to address this to, okay, E-I-K, Karen Eikenberry, right there. And this is going to be Halloween number 2. And I'm going to tap my cursor in where the message is, or I'm going to hit return. And you see where my cursor is, and I'm just going to type something like, hi, Karen. So you know that I am in my message part of that email. If I tap where the cursor is, I'm going to just tap right where that cursor is, I get a bar. I can select something, I can select all, the other one is read text. There's a little arrow. That little arrow means there's more stuff on that side. I'm going to hit the arrow over here, and it says insert photo or video. So I'm going to tap insert photo or video. And now it brings up all my photos. You see them down here. I can go to all photos, okay, let's go to all photos because I want to get back to the, okay, there was one. Let's see here. Here, cool couple. I'm going to send this one to Karen, okay? I'm going to then choose it. It says choose right down here. And there's an X. I can put this away. Now, you can choose more than one photo. You can send more than one photo at a time. And there's my email. I don't necessarily want to write anything more, but I could. My cursor's, I can hit return, and there's my cursor, and I could write some more messages. And you all know, hey, look, there's your markup tool right over there on the end.
Hmm.
I have not played with that over there, but, okay, so, and you know how to get your emojis. I'm just gonna put something in here. Let's just put that one in too. Okay, now, I'm going to send this to Karen. And I'm gonna send it small. Aha, I got a message. I got a picture. Oh, cutie, cutie. Okay, thank you, Bruce. All right. Questions
Great.
on sending from, starting with mail to whoever. So you can start both ways. Start with the image in photos, or start with your mail. Either way, you can get the pictures into it. Okay. So I've done two methods. The next one is texts. How many of you use text messages? Most of us, I think, probably do, but let's go back to my photos. And,
Grace,
yeah,
when you get to multiple photos, how much can you send
Before it
as far
gets
as
too much.
capacity? Or
okay, let me deal with that because that's an important question. How much? Comcast really only wants under 10 megabytes. Okay, so let's start with mail, I guess. Let's start with mail, start with a new one, and I'm not even gonna do, I have to put somebody, so I'm gonna put Paul. And I'm just gonna say test. And then I'm gonna go and go over to the side, insert photos, and let's go somewhere where I've got some photos here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's go to, okay, I've got 4 selected. And they're there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if I go to send these, and I say actual size, notice it says 8 megabytes. I'm still safe.
8 for all of it?
8 for all of them.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
8 for all of them. So let me go out, get out, cancel the send. I'm gonna get one more picture in here. One more picture, come on. One more picture, okay, that's me. And now, I've got one more picture. I was showing my sister my shirt, my sweater yesterday. And so I'm going to try sending that. Now it says 10.6.
Ah,
It may not want to go, so let me just send it. I'm sending it to my husband, so he may not know. If it doesn't like it, it will say the file is too large to send. Would you like to use Mail Drop? Okay, and Mail Drop is an Apple program that puts the pictures into the cloud, sends the other person a link, and they can go download them. For, I believe it holds them for 30 days. It's not a forever thing. Okay. Oh, if I set that actual size 10, I said 10. Well, it's probably gonna go because that 10 megabytes is a little fuzzy, but It's probably still checking for mail, it's probably still going out. Okay, so let me get back to photos. We're going to send a text message. So I'm gonna pick a picture. Where was the one I just said? Okay, so let's pick this one. I'm going to share it. There's the share button at the bottom. And this time, I'm going to pick text. All right. I'm going to pick text, and it asks me who I want to send it to. So I'm going to say Karen. No, I gotta spell it right first. K-A-R-E-N. No, gotta spell it right. K-A-R. Karen, is your cell 550?
Yep.
Okay, and I'm going to send it. And she's probably going to get it.
No sound.
No sound?
There we go.
There it came?
Yeah.
Okay. It shows up in the thread for you that I did send it.
Mhm.
Okay. So texting, you can add pictures to texts and they come up. There's what hers look like. She got it. If she wants to tap on it, it will get larger. And if she wants to put it in her photos, if you tap and hold down, tell me, it will work.
Well, if I want to put it in my photos, I can just hit the arrow
It's the
beside
share,
it,
yeah.
and it will automatically go into my photos.
Okay, so there's an arrow beside it.
Underneath it,
Yeah.
just like.
The-
that.
the-
Yeah.
Oh, here, yeah.
There's an arrow beside it, and if you tap that, it automatically goes in my
Ah,
photos.
done. Okay, see, and since I'm the one who sent it,
It's
I
not gonna
thought
be
there's
on
it.
yours,
Okay,
no.
but it's a little box with a down arrow, is that
there,
right?
it would put it automatically.
Oh,
It's
And-
okay.
downloading.
Yeah, well,
Seen that before.
if I
did.
tap that, it automatically goes into my,
Photos.
Since
Yeah.
I'm the one that
Yeah,
originated it,
checks,
it
and
shows
it's
differently.
in my album.
And so she can save it in her album, not that she's going to want to, but, okay. So,
Did you knit the sweater?
I did,
Wow.
Wow.
yeah, I did.
No wonder you wanna show your sister.
Yeah, I had to show my sister, yeah. Okay, so, 2 ways to do email, 1 way to do text, and 1 more way to share. My 5 and my I.
Figure out a way, if you're texting somebody, start with a text, you can add a picture.
Yes, you can add the picture, and here's where you can add them. If you tap on that A, or this symbol, which is your photos, it will bring up your photos to add more photos,
Mm.
Okay.
right there. Okay?
Or you can take a selfie.
Yes, you can take a selfie, I'm not sure which one of those
The
is
camera.
this.
See the camera?
This one right here.
Yeah.
Right, or you can take a picture of something, yeah, right. Yeah, that will open your camera. Ah, there's my class. I can send my class picture. Okay, and I'm gonna just say done. The other thing that is very convenient with us iPhone people is that I can give you a picture while we're sitting here in the room, or you can give me one using AirDrop. It's a kind of a Bluetoothy thing, and so I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to select a picture. Okay, I'll just select this one and I'm gonna send it to, I'm gonna see who shows up, okay? I'm gonna share it, and you can't see it, but I have my iPad, which is there, I don't wanna send it to that. Okay, Judy?
Yep.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
So but the airdrop is that, well, I've got a picture of it over here on page 6, okay, the airdrop symbol.
Concentric circles with a pie shape taken out.
With a pie taken out, right. Okay, so if I hit that, now I get Savage, Judy Lewis, Karen Eikenberry, and a couple of other iPhones, and Mary's iPhone showing up as devices. Okay, I'm just gonna send it to Judy.
Send it to all
No,
of us.
wait.
See if we all get it.
Huh?
See if we all get it.
Well, I will send it to this one. Is there Judy Lewis in here?
I got it.
Okay.
I'm not Judy Lewis, so.
Yeah, I know, but I see a Judy Lewis, but I don't think there's anybody in here with that name. There's Karen, there's an iPhone that I don't know whose it is.
Yeah, right.
Okay, here's another
Somebody's
iPhone, I
fine,
don't
yeah.
know whose it is.
Yep.
Okay, and here's Mary's. Okay, now, those people, Karen declined. Because it pops up and
Oh,
it says,
It went to the,
accept or decline.
it went to the iPad too.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
thank you. Is it still recording?
I'll get rid of, okay.